Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Yeah, it's her. It's interesting to see her attitude to youth has
I met you back.
changed a bit, hasn't it?
I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein,
So
no,
she still
down,
has
boy.
a big...
Is this wretched creature
issue
yours?
with
He
etiquette.
assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta
Please
find
want us to
Doc.
look up things a lot. Of course, Doc's in the police station. Come on, let's get over there. Now, the awkward thing here is the camera has to change 2 times while we get across the street. So... Right, we know that Doc is being held in here.
Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
I can't forget about maybe all
What's
my
our plan
inventions.
for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
Things just
We
happen,
don't.
Marty.
Not
You
in the
realise that right
slightest.
now?
The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Yep, that was
Sorry
cool. Go
about
home.
that,
The end.
But it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan. Right. But what?
Plan, that thing I've been not used to for the past, let's say, 50, 60 years of my life. Maybe 40, sorry, I'm being a bit harsh on Christopher Lloyd. He sounds older though, let's be fair. So, I reckon we should, let's talk to the gangsters, try and reason.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
Well, you know, maybe if you gave them the right amount of money. Oh well, but we don't have money, so that's pointless. Let's get back in time.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be
Haven't we all?
ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Which is a completely separate thing. So, the authorities, yeah, they're really not going to break him out of there. We make a stand, we'll probably get killed, so let's break him out.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions
Actually,
can be...
nobody is around.
That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Yeah, so that's the, that's kind of going to be the other character we're going to get to see in the past here, young Doc Brown. We'll get to him a bit later. So, what about space-time?
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to get you to build
How
one?
am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember,
Marty, you're
I'm a
charming,
pretty
sir.
easy-going kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
I think Doc's going to eat those words a bit later, but personally, we'll see.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Ah, very funny, Doc. And there's our officer friend again. Who is not very bright.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
And Doc has just disappeared. Come on, run, Marty. This is of massive importance. It's the Hill Valley Olympics with Marty McFly. Oh, no, he's going to get some soup. This is another place we'll be visiting again, the soup kitchen. Pretty quiet today, I'd say.
McFly!
Biff?
Ah, there's our
Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some
flower.
soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you?
What's the
Would you?
subpoena there? You may not know what it is,
No,
but it's
of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Oh, but I paid $50 for that
Got
hat.
it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself
Obviously, the lake's where
irresistible.
he gets the soup.
Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Yeah. So, our conversation is going to be quite important later on, but let's get around and talk to a few people.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Yeah, you're obviously not very important. The real reason we're here is to talk to this guy.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Oh, doesn't even get a line. Wow, our voice actor had a field day here.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business.
Brown residence.
It's obviously
Hi. Do you know where I can find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
listen to my stereotypical.
Doc never
British
told me he
accent.
worked at the courthouse.
So that's interesting. And that Doc working at the courthouse is kind of going to be the beginning of the main problem. One of the main problems we have with the game, especially this episode. Mainly this episode, actually. Come on, run, boy, run! The fate of the world depends on it. I do like this bit because you can wander around quite a bit. So, you know he's at the courthouse. So let's
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Yeah.
Naturally, h2 of A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of the right?
Okay, so
Am I missing here?
it's bit. We obviously have to talk.
We
Talk to Doc a bit. So, well,
A
Emmett.
multiplied by the
The game
inverse
calls
of
him
A
Emmett,
might
look.
well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Yeah, come on. What are friends for? What are you doing?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Of course, that's how bureaucracy works.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Callahan, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
The future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Obviously, Peter, he doesn't really like his dad having to work for the law. So, I mean, it's kind of believable this bit. But what's the real
So, Emmett,
problem?
what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Oh dear.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
How are you working on
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. The massive acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed. Well,
Come on, wait up a
Let's
minute.
not give up.
you again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Tell me about your work.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
E was MC squared. I had to look out, sorry. So, I mean, from that, you probably sound the thing that actually Doc was wrong, and Emmett's pretty a difficult guy to move, so... Thankfully, he kind of goes back and forth between the law office and the courthouse. So,
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
worry, I'm a
See,
scientist.
I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Revolution!
Amazing.
You know, Marty really could have, even A equals MC squared might have, you know, slightly impressed him, but come on.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Yes, everyone knows I'm so not a scientist.
But Hermitian line operator. But in that case, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a might well be equal to a's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is...
So he sort of, what happens is, he sort of like, sort of, if you keep asking him, he'll basically keep telling you that you're harassing him. So it's not very clear what to do here. But
Brown Estate,
Wait, is that even
Klondike
possible?
51038.